Okay, this week we're going to go over a couple things. This first tutorial, I'm going to show you how to uh, set up your file, and we're going to look at Adobe Fonts real quick. But the main thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new file with 3 artboards in Illustrator. And on each artboard, we're going to create 6 3 by 3 inch squares using 1 square per word group. Okay, so the purpose of this assignment is to start to get to playing with type and creating space and composition and activating that space by using scale. Okay, so we can see from here just a couple quick examples of past students doing that. Okay. So in these examples, we see nice use of the space, interesting use of the font, and interesting use of scale. Okay, so the purpose of it is to kind of visualize the words by activating the space and using scale. Okay, here's a couple more. Okay, and we see the purpose, or also, the idea is that you're using 2 word opposites. So you're going to have to come up with 6 opposites. This is happy, sad, wide, tight, line, point, move, stay, light, heavy, minus, plus. Okay, so you're going to have to kind of be creative on that end. And you're going to do 3 variations of each group here. So this is variation 1, variation 2. Okay, this is a nice one. I like that a lot. Really visualizes the idea. Wide and tight. Light, heavy is also really nice there. Okay, typically by the third one, we kind of get our best results. Okay, I can definitely say that with wide and tight, heavy and light, move and stay, minus, plus. All these are like super interesting. Okay, so you keep pushing it. Push yourself to get that third group in and, have fun with it. Think about composition, space, and the later letter groupings. Okay, so moving in to Illustrator, I want to cover a couple things in this first. So we're going to go for File, New. And let's see, we're going to go to Print. Let's call this week 3 scale. And again, we want the orientation to be landscape, and the artboards was 3. Create. Okay, so again, with these artboards, you're going to have to use your rulers and snaps, but just real quick, again, to create those squares. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to grab our shape tool, rectangle, and properties. We want fill to be nothing and a stroke of 1. Okay, and I just click drag. And because it's square, I'm going to hold down shift. Try it close as possible. Oh, there we go. Okay. And again, say I just did it real quick. All right. I can always change it over here in my properties. All right, so I could just put in 3 there. And, oop, not 33. 3 there. Click out. Okay. I'm going to leave it up to you to figure out the even spacing. Okay, that's part of your challenge um, this week, but we should have 6 squares. And I'm just holding down the Alt to copy that quick. So I can hover over it with my Move tool. Wait till I get the little double. Come on. I don't know why it's being a pain right now. There we go. Just hover over the path. It's like really like you're right on the edge. Till you get that like little double. The black and white arrow. Okay. So part of your challenge this week is to figure out the exact spacing. Okay. And you're going to have your snaps, and these should all be spaced evenly. One thing about font before we get into just kind of some basic things that you can do with the type tool. To load fonts from Adobe Font, okay, there's a couple quick little tricks. Number one, if you look way down, you're going to want to have your Adobe Creative Cloud desktop open. That's the little, yeah, right there. That little red icon with the kind of figure 8 symbol. Okay, that does need to be open for Adobe fonts to work. So when I click on a font that I want to use and I load it, like I activate it, it'll show up in the program that I'm using. Okay, if Adobe Cloud Desktop is not open and it's like closed, you're gonna get very frustrated and the fonts will not load and you'll be asking, why is this happening? Okay, so you need it to load that desktop icon to have the programs work. So you're just gonna have to find that in your files. Okay, and if I were to scroll down here, I'd see, oh, Adobe Creative Cloud. Okay, so you just want to click on that and open it. Okay, so in the example or in the worksheet that we have for the assignment, it says to use Futura Bold. Okay, that's what I want you to use, and you can download that from Adobe Fonts. For whatever reason, if you can't find it, I would highly suggest Century Gothic. Not really 20th Century Gothic is good. Okay, so Futura Bold. All right, so whoa, I gotta find that. Okay, so couple ways you can find that. I can go to Type and More from Adobe Fonts. It's gonna take a second. Now I already have Futura loaded. Okay, Futura is a sans serif font. Okay, you can also search fonts here. Up here, you could just put in Futura, and there it is right there. Okay, so you can see over here on the right hand side, it says like deactivate. Okay, that's because I already have it going. All right, but just for an example, right now, let me go find another font just to activate quickly. All right, so yeah, this is the sample text that Adobe Font always uses. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. All right, so I'm just gonna pick a sans serif. All right, and you'll see they all got cleaner. Okay, so I know I said Futura, but whatever, I'm just gonna find something quick. Well, you know what? Z-tone, that's fine. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go View Family. And here they give you like a little sample. Okay, this is what the thin looks like. It's actually kind of a very nice font. These are all the different fonts that you can activate. Okay, but I'm going to activate like the whole family. So I'm just going to hit, come on. Boom. And I'm just clicking in that little thing and it's saying like, oh, you've activated. Okay. And boom, there we go. Okay. Now on the bottom, it says, hey, 16 fonts were activated by the Creative Cloud. Okay. So I got to remember that name, Ztong. All right. So I'm going to go back. Now it's just loading those fonts. So now if I go to my font tool, it's telling me again, hey, 30 fonts were activated. Yes, fine. There's a little bit of lag because these fonts are loading. All right, so I hit the type tool, character, and it's gonna tell me, so let's see, I have a filter on. Okay, so I have filtered, let me clear my filter. All right, so no filters are on right now. So if I wanna find that quickly, I can hit on this like show recently added, and I can, oh, there's the Zangtong Micro Pro. Okay, so there's my font. All right. Otherwise, I could just go alphabetically, and it's a Z, so you'd have to scroll farther. Okay, cleared it out. Stop filtering. All right. Well, it's in there. Okay, my computer's being a little slow. But you do see that it's in there, and to find it otherwise, I would just have to go alphabetically because it's a Z. And there's a ton of lag on my computer right now. Oh, and there. Jeez, everything's going on now. Sorry about that. Okay, and again, just scroll down. Z's on the bottom. It would be down there. Okay, in the next one, next tutorial, we're going to look at just kind of playing with fonts a little bit more. And I do want to show you how to clip in some words like that. Okay, so if you want the words to be cut off by the square. Okay, so again, this week is real simple, but we're just starting slow and we are getting started in Illustrator.